to another episode of Love and Life, where we have real conversations about love in real life. I am your host, Tony B, and I have with me my family, my co-host, my baby love. What's up, baby? I'm sad. Let's stop.
You messing up.
The J, I'm tired. Okay. L Boogie, what's up?
L Boogie in the building, y'all. Let's get this show going. Let's go.
Come on, BG. BG. BG in the building.
How y'all doing?
BG, I want what you out your guy?
Nothing. That's just
Hey,
some.
take
That's
it
just
over.
some fruit punch.
punch.
Just
Yeah, go ahead.
nothing much.
Just get a
Lady
hype.
T in the house, and would it be? Hi, people, family, panel.
I thought you was
Man,
gonna do something.
Wow. MB, what's up?
What's up, good looking people? We about to get this thing started. Like my brother L Boogie said, let's get it started.
Let's
man.
get it
Seatbelts
started.
on.
Yeah,
Let's just
man.
see
Seatbelts
what's on.
on.
Y'all
Fasten
ready?
up. They
Let's
drive
go.
some mug up here
Let's go.
today.
That's
Here we
right.
go. Here we
It
go.
was a
Maybe
rough
I-
night
had
last night for
something like
everybody. Rough night last night.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Can you be a good catch and still never get chosen? So let's talk about let's unpack some stuff and tell the real, some truths about connection, dating, all of that, maturity, and why some people just can't get caught. Why they can't get caught?
You got the right bait on the hook, baby.
So all right, let's start off.
What
What
is
is the
that?
first question? Is what actually makes someone a good
Right.
catch?
What's a good?
What
thing?
makes someone a good catch?
I guess somebody that's, taking care of business. I mean, they get up, they work, they responsible, respectable. What else? Let me see.
What are you?
They gotta have some kind of look. I'm a good goddamn
I'm
catch.
saying-
ain't
I'm
So-
just saying, when you saying let me think, you should be able to put
It's a lot
out
with it
there.
though.
With his
It's a
answers.
lot with it.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot with it.
I
You want to cut it off? Go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
think,
little Felicia. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I think too that it's all in your mental. If you feel like, because all of us up here, and I'm sure people out in the audience,
World.
you feel like you are
Good catch.
You feel like you a good catch. You feel like you pretty. You feel like you the shit to a certain degree. But what I think and what you think could be two different things. Well, what did you think?
You know what though? You gotta have a good attitude too. Though.
So yeah, and being a good catch, I think too, is like your mind is all in what you feel. What you may feel is good may not be what that male feel. That's why you're not getting picked up.
or vice versa.
Say that
But what
again.
is it? What is a good cat? What do you?
I say
Consider a good catch. What
I
is a
say
good
how the
catch?
way you carry yourself on a day to day. Let me take back. I ain't talking about no looks or nothing. I think the attitude, because you could be the most prettiest person in the world. You gotta think attitude. You ain't no good catch. So you gotta
agree.
have a good attitude, and you just gotta know how to carry yourself.
Genuinely good-hearted
Yeah.
individual, caring, selfless
Good-hearted.
individual that
Yeah.
just like you put others first, and that's not always that
A
doesn't
bad thing.
like stand out, but just being open-minded and able to humble yourself and be compromising to the person that you would. I think that adds to being a good catch.
So if you were, and we know none of us up here are single, but if you were single now, what would you consider a good catch? If you were looking for a partner, what would they have to have?
Everything that I feel was what I wanted.
It's changed.
It wasn't what was good for me. So that's not a good question to ask me.
Why isn't it a good question?
I had to
Because
come
now
out
that
my-
you
I
have
had
more
to-
clarity.
So
you
you
should know.
know now what
so you should know what we're not talking about back then. We're talking about presently.
Yes.
What would be a good catch for you? What would be the requirements for the person to be your partner? That's what we ask. We're not talking about 20 years ago, what you went through and all that
It
stuff.
seems like they all on you today,
Exactly. I feel like what I have what is what I have now, like a God-fearing individual, somebody that is a leader, somebody that can stand on their own, independent, not perfect, but almost. You know, to a certain degree, very mature, make sound decisions. You know, think before they react. All of those type of things that I would consider, you know, yeah, that's somebody I'm trying to be with. You know, not nobody that's
good.
And then I like the well groomed, you know, the fresh cut and you know the muscles and all that does it for me.
It does it for you.
Get him.
I think you better go back to the gym.
Look at that arm show.
What you say, DJ?
I think he needed to get back in the gym then if she likes the muscles.
So yeah, but yeah, somebody that understands that you're not in this world by yourself. Everybody needs somebody.
Yes.
And it's
There's a lot
somebody
of
for
people-
wants somebody.
and it's somebody for everybody.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes, it
How
is.
about
But
that?
why some people can't get caught?
You know why? Because
Why?
and
They don't
because
wanna be.
I was going to bring that back up because I'm sitting here thinking about it. People don't want to be caught because their standards probably too high.
I had that on my list, so let's
Their,
talk
their,
about
their standards probably are
let's
too
talk
high.
about
I
it.
mean, because there's no way. I've seen some bugaboos, and they have somebody. So there's somebody for everybody.
Let me correct you on that, bro. It's a body for somebody, not a everybody for everybody. It's a body.
There's a body for
It's a body.
everybody.
'Cause see, you got somebody,
not somebody.
that's willing to do anything, but that willing to do anything person may not be the person you want to be with. So
So
it's
you
a
just
body.
want somebody to have somebody.
No, it's a body for somebody who may be looking for a body.
A body. That's
Just a
different
body. They just want oil change. Just want to change. You know what I'm saying? But there is someone for every someone.
But I thought we was taking it to a
Yeah,
different
we
level.
trying to like.
No, I just saying something to my brother. Go
He
ahead.
was just, but yeah.
So, El Boogie said people standards too high.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think if you are out here and you are, I'm not gonna say that because I'm not. I was about to say if you're out here and you're single, you single because your standards are too high, and that
Yeah,
might
and
not
that's
be the case.
Well, that's
Because-
what she's saying because
because
some
you-
people are good catchers, but they can't be caught, and it's not necessarily because their standards are too high. And I don't see anything wrong with having
High
standards.
standards.
I mean, have to.
I got this. I got one that y'all.
You
can
have
say,
to
hold
have
on.
some standards because if you don't,
Yeah.
then you know you willing to
Willing to
fall.
accept
Yeah, they
anything.
willing to
Yeah.
accept anything, and like I think you said, ladies, nobody is perfect. You're not gonna find the perfect person who has
Exactly.
no flaws at all. It just isn't. You're not gonna find that here on earth. But I don't see anything wrong with having high standards.
High
at all.
standards.
So
or
is this?
standards?
Hold on.
High
Is
standards.
this
High
is,
standards.
Is
Why
this
you can't have high
is
standards?
this high standards or this foolish?
That's what I'm saying.
no,
He
same
about
thing.
to-
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna
That's what I'm
give y'all
saying.
one.
Thank
It's
you,
high
Amber.
standards or foolish?
Really, then that's what I'm
We
saying.
had someone that we had a conversation with, right? They single, they got a degree, they well educated and everything, right? But their standards is if you have not read Malcolm X's book, you ain't got a time of day for them.
Correct.
So is that standards or foolish?
If you have not read the book,
His
Yes.
autobiography.
well, is it really? Can we stand in judgment of somebody's standards?
Yes,
Yeah.
because that's
Why?
foolish.
Why?
That's foolish.
No,
that's
not
But
really.
that's that person's standard. That's just
That's why they ain't got
Okay,
nobody.
so then you have to. So then you have to factor into when you. Okay, maybe you're right. You have to factor into when you put that on the table. These areas that you're looking for, these highly people that's reading autobiography of Michael X. You got to think about where you're looking for those people at.
Exactly.
Because if those are your
ain't at the
standards, then
library
you need to
looking for
take
'em.
it to wherever the library, the colleges, somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
And
you're
it's-
not gonna find that in this area.
Why
Very
not?
uncommon. It's very uncommon.
Now, is that
But
a
why
male or a
not?
female though?
It's a
It's a
female.
female.
So I'm not.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
because this. So if is that all? That's the only thing you're looking for. So what if they?
That's one of them.
That's one
That's
of them.
one. Okay, because I was about to say,
that's
what if
one
they
of 'em.
read all the books and look like? Then they still fine with that? Is that the requirement? Just to have read a book?
No,
That
I
was
think that's
one.
one.
That
They
was
got
one,
other.
that was the
They
top
got
of
other.
that was the
Even-
top of her list.
Even to
one
the
of 'em.
points where I mean it's cool and fine. You got to be well educated, just like this person. Like they got their standards is too goddamn
Too
high.
far fetched.
Yeah, too far fetched.
And I also feel like I think sometimes us as females, we put ourselves in the category of not being able to catch somebody based off of those
Realistic.
realistic stipulations that you put on the table. Like one of them was in particular where I don't want anyone that's been incarcerated. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but
You don't understand
saying it
nobody
straight off the
past.
table.
Yeah.
Like we had a conversation just last night about you riding and mind your business and not really thinking, and then actually getting caught up in the streets based off of something that
You're really not doing.
you not really not doing. But it's explanations with everything. You have to give people the benefit of doubt, and then don't just come in and say absolutely not without hearing
No.
with
What's
that
the-
situation.
what's the
was.
reason behind that?
I'm about to be.
Where you
devil
been?
advocate against you with that.
you do it.
I mean,
Because
because
it's a
something like that, that's
Yeah,
that's
I don't-
that
I
one
don't
right
agree.
there is fine. I mean, because if you don't want to mess, I mean, regardless of what it was, they was incarcerated because you ain't going to jail for jaywalking.
Sometimes
Well,
you
you
will.
can.
I mean, but
you
that,
can get locked
it's,
up.
a,
if-
it's a
will.
difference between being incarcerated
Well,
and going to
did
jail.
I use the wrong term?
Maybe
fam?
so.
Incarcerated or locked up?
Well, incarcerated
Detained.
and locked up the
Or
same thing.
being arrested
Yeah.
and then
In
not-
custody.
No, well, that's being
That's
arrested
two
and
different
then
things.
they are
Serving
two
time.
serving
Yeah.
time.
Well, that's two different
This-
things. Serving time and being
Her thing is you should not have nothing.
nothing.
Well, I mean,
Well,
and something like
anybody
that. That's
could run into anything.
That's what we're saying.
but
Hey.
But hold up.
No,
baby.
no, no.
Let me get
Proceed.
this one right here. Let me get this one right here. So she said you can't be like closed minded, but we talked about that with you in the same situation. You would never date a white man.
I
What's
won't.
the difference? What's the difference?
Because that's my standard.
So what's the difference?
that's
But
what
her
I'm
standard
saying.
But
is
I ain't short myself on love because I got mine
no,
right
we're
here.
not talking about what
Here
you
you
got.
go.
We're talking about
But
this young
that's-
lady who said she don't want to date nobody
That's
who's been
been locked up.
incarcerated.
But I think that's
But
foolish.
it's-
I
it's-
think it's
that
foolish.
foolish?
It's that
No,
it's,
because-
it's
Book
that
reading is one
standards.
thing.
though.
right, yeah,
If
but
book-
no,
if
it's
that
book
not.
reading is
standards.
one thing.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
that.
wrong
It's
with
that.
that
One thing
because
about
a
me,
lot of-
I don't go outside. I'm all the way black power. I don't go outside my race, but that's
It's
my,
that. It's that part of your standards, or that's just your
in
choice.
my culture.
That's
That's
your
your
choice.
choice.
But,
That's your
but
choice, so that's
I
not
would
your
have
standard,
I
right?
don't
Well, that's
see
a standard
anything
too.
wrong with
That-
that
yeah.
that
It's a
incarceration
standard as
stipulation
Yeah.
because a lot comes with that. So a lot of times when people have been incarcerated, then there are other things that come along with that. Employment, they can, I mean, and then that brings stress on households. So if you don't want to put yourself in that particular situation to have to even worry about,
Yep.
I gotta worry about whether or not my man can find a job. I mean, and anybody cannot be able to find a job, but that label
Well,
that
I
comes
think-
along with that, sometimes it is. So I mean,
I'm not-
I don't have a problem
But
with somebody
the
saying
thing
that
with
this
that-
is a standard that I have and I'm not
The
willing
thing
to
with that,
to
most
bend on
guys
that.
that come home,
It doesn't matter
They
about
be
most
doing
guys.
better than the guys that been
I
out
mean,
here.
and that's true that you
so
had
you
that.
so you can't
you
really
had
cut
that.
yourself with it. You got
I'm
a
not
lot
gonna
of
say
guys come
most
out
guys, but you have that. You
Yeah,
do
you got
have
some
some
guys
that
come
are
out that
that are
do
fortunate
way
enough
better.
to come out and do better. But 60% of the time it's hard for them.
I'm not saying that.
But
I
do
think
you-
when you sit and have conversation with people, and sometimes they put
Yeah.
these type of standards on out there for what they want, it kind of makes them look foolish because it explains why they're by themselves.
I don't get that one.
I'm
Not-
entitled
not
to
for
my
that-
opinion.
Not for that incarceration.
Some
Some people, some
standards.
people.
I think
Right,
some
and-
standards, but not the incarceration. Type.
Well,
I mean, because
I mean-
I would be with her on that. I mean, there's nothing wrong
You'll
with.
be with her on reading the Malcolm X book
No,
too,
no,
the whole
no,
book.
man, that's
I
foolish.
don't have
That's-
any
that's-
problem
that's
with
too much.
the standards that you outlined. Could it be that she's saying, and I don't know because I wasn't in the conversation, where she's saying that she would want someone that's well read? Because sometimes when you
No,
talking
she
to people,
straight to the point. If they have not read the Malcolm X book,
and that's
won't give
and
them
the first
a
question
time
that
in
she
the
that's
day.
standard,
That's
but we
one of the
can't
first
say
questions
that-
she asked. Like, that ain't standards. That's
Well,
foolish.
she should
girl.
probably
And
just
most
ask,
people-
do you like to
to
read?
read.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I mean,
Because-
because you may not have come across that one
Right,
yet.
and that's
Yeah.
something that, hey, I'm gonna give
Oh,
this
don't
to
tell
you.
her that.
Read it.
Oh,
Yeah.
she really
That
gonna
may
be
not
mad.
be
That's
something
what I'm
you
saying.
come
I
across
wouldn't even
yet,
ask about
or it
Malcolm
may
X.
not
I was
be
just
asking
the
about,
type
do
of
you like to
reading that
read?
you prefer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Right.
Was she going?
No.
More of that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, are you into this type of book? Like,
So
I
they-
am,
No,
because I would like
no,
to have those type of
no.
conversations
Listen
with
what I'm
somebody.
saying. She said Malcolm X book.
But that's what I'm
she
saying,
ain't
MB.
say, "Are you reading this?" No, Malcolm X.
Is that the
book.
only
So
book this lady
That's
ever
her
read?
book that she landed.
No, is that the only book she ever read?
I don't even know.
It might
can't
be.
even
It
ask.
can't be.
No.
I haven't
Yeah.
asked.
She well
Because
educated.
she-
She just can't put
Yeah.
nothing on one.
That was one
I
thing that
I
she
think it was
pushing
more
on.
to it,
No,
but again,
But
no,
they might
no,
lead us
no.
down
we
MB.
can't
Nope.
sit up here and
Nope.
judge somebody's
Nope.
standards.
Right.
So
That's
somebody
not.
can say,
That's
our
not standards. That's
foolish.
foolish.
Absolutely.
Okay, people out there, let me know if that's standards or foolish. Let us know. Please let me know.
Well, you can't call all people's standards foolish.
Right.
Just like
'Cause they
like
may
brother
think
said.
yours, one of yours.
It
Yes.
might be, but I ain't gonna tell nobody you gotta read damn Malcolm X book. God damn.
Malcolm
And then
X.
people, and then when you sit up and you say, well, I got mine, but man, maybe because you settled. Like, and people
Yeah.
not willing.
And would this lady be willing to
Oh, that
give?
wait a
Wait a minute. Stop it. Would this lady be willing to introduce that book to somebody?
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
No,
Maybe she
listen
could
what I'm
introduce
saying.
them.
She is asking this. That is one of her questions. She asked.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But
Is
if a
that
person,
deal breaker? That could be a
Yes,
question,
that's
but
a-
it may not
no,
be a
that's
deal
a
breaker.
deal
She
breaker
said
for
deal
her. She
breaker.
said that's a deal
If you
breaker
haven't
for her.
read it, is y'all have nothing in common.
So-
The conversation stops there.
suppose,
Okay.
suppose
I'm
she
sorry,
like-
go ahead.
Well, is she
suppose
really
she-
a good catch?
Yeah. Suppose she like this person, check off all the boxes, and then she get to the last question, say, "Have you ever read Malcolm X autobiography?" And, no, I haven't. Oh, I can't talk to you then.
That's what.
And
they're
you would
saying.
look at this, bro, what? Because
You
I
know
haven't read a
But
book
that's what I'm
yet.
saying.
That might be good for him. That
Right.
might be his blessing.
That's
That
what I say.
Get
so
away
is-
from her.
So is she really a good catch?
Which comes that's a
Is
good
she
point,
really a
BG,
good
because
Yeah.
Just because she's highly educated, does that make her a good catch?
That's why
because
she
she's
need to
highly
Lord-
educated.
Well,
the
that's
Lord
Because there are
that's
her
some,
her perception
there are
of
some people
herself.
that are
Yeah.
not as highly educated and they are good catches because they have other traits.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Right,
mean,
that
that's
make
her.
them
That's
good
her,
catches.
those are
Yeah,
her
that's
thoughts, and a
her,
lot of
yeah.
people feel like because they have education as you know in
They
their
think they're better than
background,
other people.
part of their credentials, that it's just it trumps everything else. A lot of people who are highly educated, in my opinion, sometimes, in my opinion, they tend to look down on others, and sometimes the education piece, everybody is not afforded certain opportunities, and you just don't. You have to be mindful. You have to tread lightly around it. But that's my own observation of people that are highly educated.
So that kind of goes into my next question I was going to ask. Can somebody look really good on paper, but difficult in relationships? Like,
Oh, yeah.
you just
Yes.
said everything. They got it. Highly educated,
Yeah.
several degrees, well read.
and that'd be why they
And
not
be
with
crazy
nobody.
as a bed bug.
Yeah.
Is
And
what
Yeah.
we
difficult
have.
in
Yeah.
relationships.
In
That's exactly
relationships.
why they ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
About the
It's
person.
a lot of them
too
out
much,
here.
too much education is a bad thing
No.
sometimes.
Anything of anything
Too much of
Yeah, I
everything.
think so. I
can be.
think so.
You
Too
have,
much
if you
education.
drink too much water, you can go out of here.
Yeah, I think so.
I
That's
don't know
Yeah.
about too much education.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't say
I'm telling you, if you
think
deal
it's
with
the way
somebody,
you use
if you
it.
deal with
Yeah.
somebody that
Little
have too much
about-
education, you can't tell them nothing. They just know it all. So it's
that
gonna be a
not the
conflict.
person for you. But I wouldn't say too much education is too much.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know where you,
Yeah.
where you, hey,
Y'all
hey,
in
I
La
don't
La
know where
Land.
they, I don't
They
know
in
where
La
they,
La
where they
Land.
living at. But I'm
I don't
telling
agree
you,
with that, MB. I just think the way you
some
use
people-
because you could be highly educated and you don't look down on people.
Right.
You
yeah, I
ain't
agree.
And it's
I
people like
agree.
that.
We not
I
saying
agree.
that
They just
everybody.
really-
We
we
not
not
putting
saying
everybody in
everybody.
that category.
Yeah.
But see, what I'm saying is a lot of times what I know is about the pan. They don't get outside often, and at the end of the day, they
stay indoors.
They stay indoors, so they base their responses off of just being in the house.
Oh wow.
And they don't interact with a whole lot of people, so it's kind of hard. We speaking for the folks that's on the outside, and
So
there
you
are
think,
people
but I
that's like,
agree with Edward. I don't think that could be a bad thing.
Right.
I
right.
respect it. I receive it and I respect it.
And some people could be
I
have
guess
all
our
the
opinion,
education
not-
in the
not
world
received.
and still be dumb as a bag of rocks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't have
Exactly.
no sense
Common
at all.
sense.
I mean, they
No
smart.
common
They
sense.
got doctors
They have
and
knowledge.
and all of that, but they still don't know nothing. So
Okay.
I mean, you know,
I agree.
You
Right.
have a lot of knowledge, but no wisdom.
I agree.
You can have a lot of knowledge but
And
no wisdom. I like that.
Degrees, really, a degree, a diploma, it just says that you know how to sit in a classroom or take a class online and absorb that information and take a test. It doesn't say that once I get in the world, I am going to use that information, apply it. That becomes experience. Experience becomes wisdom. So we have a lot of people walking around with a whole lot of knowledge, but no experience, no wisdom. So
True.
I agree.
that's,
No.
but I don't think you could have
Have
too much education.
Yeah.
Because I want to learn as much as I can.
It should never stop.
Well,
Yeah, you know, it's a lifelong process.
but like you said, learn as much as you can, and then applying it. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
two
two
different
different
things. So we still, tug of war based off of what we've been exposed to, and then what your thoughts are. Because people, even if you take it out of education, it's just something that you know as being a cooker. You know what I'm saying? And you try to, if you learn different recipes and you learn them, and then you actually go in the kitchen and do it, it's still certain things that I would feel like you can't tell me because you don't know what you're talking about. I know how much sugar to add versus it's gonna always be
Like a conflict.
in my opinion.
But what you cooking that you need to add sugar to?
Y'all kind of went into my next segment topic, which was our standards too high. So I'm gonna keep going because we talked about that.
I think so.
And
Yeah,
what,
some
at
people
one, and
do.
we talked about at what point does it become self-sabotage. I think that's what we just kind of.
And I'm gonna speak again on that because one thing that I can say, and I know a person who had standards where I'm not interested in anyone who have kids. Right?
This
That's
is
a
somebody
person-
else standard.
This is someone else's
Okay,
standards.
well, that's
I'm not interested in someone that have kids. But everybody that you meet, they got baggage. They got that. So again, how you know that that's not your person? Because you putting in it, I don't want nobody with kids. I don't want the problems that come along with it. Who said it is problems? I mean, a lot of times you do have you
Tug of war
do have
sometimes.
some issues, but again, if I'm with this person and I value them as an individual, I like what they stand for. I'm in tune with their mental and their heart. Why would I not factor that in as something that we can work with for the love that I have for that person?
But it sounds like you
Because
just telling people, and this my perception of what I'm hearing. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's just like you telling people to bend on their
Yes,
like bend on
yes,
their
that's what I'm
on
telling.
their
Yes,
standards. If I have
bend.
standards,
Ben,
I'm not even going to be in that place where you just describe where I'm vibing with that person because you haven't even met my standards for me to even take the next step with
To
you
get
there.
to that level of
So no,
caring.
I think
but
people
when you
should
got them
have
standards
to
up
stick to
there
it.
high and you don't get nobody a chance, how you know?
Okay, let me
How you
ask you,
know?
what's one of your standards that you would have right now if you was dating?
I wouldn't be dating.
You wouldn't date?
Mm-mm.
Why?
It's my queen right there. I wouldn't
she
be dating.
said if you wasn't
y'all shit.
Yeah,
me up
y'all
here.
What's up with something different today?
Yeah,
If you
well,
guys were not married and you had to get out here in
What's
the
your
world and
standard?
find somebody, what would be your
I
standard?
told you, a person with good personality, that's not don't have a nasty attitude, and they about taking care of business.
So okay, what's the standard for you that you have, and you just feel like this is my standard, and I'm not gonna bend it? What's something either one?
I don't
anybody.
think I have one of them type of standards because I'm a people person. So
open-minded.
so I'm cool.
So if they got a nasty attitude, that's
nasty attitude, yeah, we might have a little problem.
well, then that's something you're
Might
not
have a
gonna
little
bend.
problem.
something
I
you're
say
not
we
gonna-
might have a little problem.
Is that something you're not gonna bend? Oh,
I
you know
might-
what?
I
She got
might-
she got
Well,
a
he said
nasty
he said-
attitude,
he
but
said
I
he don't have-
might.
I said
Give
I
it a
might.
chance.
I might.
He's open. Some
Yeah,
people
so
not
I'm-
open to even
yeah.
giving that person a chance.
Okay.
Exactly.
And
That's
that's
what
what
I'm
he's saying.
saying.
Because
But he's
again,
open to
he
giving
just
somebody a
said
chance.
in his defense, he just said that you could be the most prettiest individual in the world. You could have bomb body, nice face, everything is intact. But if your attitude
yeah, that.
is not where he feels like it should be for him, then that's a deal breaker. However,
It's not a deal breaker.
It's not a
because he
deal
said
breaker if
that-
he willing to
right,
give it a chance.
right.
okay, well maybe I used the wrong word. That is not.
It just
He wouldn't
won't
be
work.
interested. However,
But I would give him a chance.
however, there are things that can be changed.
Yeah.
So if he came, even if that was something that he felt, because I don't have the best attitude at times, and when we first met, whereas where we are now, but because getting exposure to certain things and being in a different environment space mentally, that changed over time. So it is still something that if he had not been willing to deal with that with me, he wouldn't be where he is.
And that's all
Exactly.
fine, but we asked.
If he
But we
had
talking
stuck
about-
on, if he
but-
had stood on that, I'm not going to deal with somebody with those are his requests now. Back then, it
I
may
was
have been
about to
different.
say it doesn't seem like that was his standard then.
right.
That's what he's saying
It
now.
was, I'm telling
no, it
you.
wasn't.
I'm
That's what
tell-
he's saying
But
now.
I think
I'm
back
telling
then, I
y'all,
think he
I'm
don't have
telling
a
you.
standard.
that part.
That's what I said.
I'm
I mean,
telling you.
I wouldn't say. I mean, if y'all ask me that question,
Hey,
I
you
don't
know what? Let me
if
take
I
a drink,
have-
goddamn. Cause
I
they
don't-
tell
I don't
me
know
every
if I
goddamn
would
thing.
say I
Hey,
have a
gotta take
standard.
drink.
Y'all don't have no standards. It's nothing. You have. So would you, if a woman
got you.
says, I'm just trying to think of something. Give me something.
Yeah,
like
All they
saying
look
what?
at is
No,
No,
that's not true.
no,
Because I need
that's
that.
not true.
okay.
If
but-
anything,
not
so
true.
that might be a standard. I mean, it
Yeah.
got to be some attraction there
Attraction.
for me even to even get in that space to like even date you to see if you got an attitude or not.
Right.
So attraction got to be there.
Okay.
I mean, and attraction for me may not be near long. You know what I mean? It could just be what I'm attracted to. You know what I mean? Attraction ain't always beauty. So,
Exactly.
that part.
I wouldn't say that I really have I'm open to, like bro MB said, I think I'm open to anything, but it is
he
it's-
go there anything.
Hey, he said
I'ma try anything.
Hey, listen, I'm open.
Yeah,
to-
I
I'm
feel-
open, but if it's something that I don't like, then I back off.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna not, because you haven't read Malcolm X, I ain't gonna not give you a chance to read Malcolm X. Goddamn.
Exactly.
But that's that. I'm just saying that's that particular. Is nothing you have like. You know what? This is a deal breaker for me. If a woman says this, is no. Is no.
Well,
I'm not gonna
I take that back.
consider it.
I'm gonna take that back because I probably would say a standard for me probably would be a female if she had too many kids.
Okay, that's a standard.
That,
That's a
that would be a
standard.
standard for
Okay,
me.
so it's not. So
That-
is that foolish?
That would be
No,
a standard.
no.
For me.
That's not, but I look at it different. Like I said, I'm more because at the end of the day, and I think we talked about this before, them kids might need a person like me in their life. So, you know what I'm saying? That right there wouldn't really bother me.
And
you know?
also, that's a younger That's a younger me. Maybe at my age now, if the female is in and their kids are grown, then that probably would make a difference. You know what I mean? If
I agree.
Well,
I
wait,
just
no,
think
okay,
I
hold
think
on.
that I
And then
think
I'm
that
moving
people.
on,
I know we got
Hold on,
move
let
on.
me ask him this L Boogie age. If you had to go out here and let's say BG wasn't in the picture,
Mhm.
and you had to go out here and date now, and the young lady woman, and she said, well, I got a 3-year-old. This age that you are now, she has a 3-year-old. Would you consider it?
I may consider it if that's all she had.
Yeah, a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, one child, I probably would consider it.
So is that is that's your standard at this age would be one child, no more than one child?
Well, too many kids is too many kids. I mean, you know, what I mean? I wouldn't. I would. No, I'm just saying, I wouldn't discriminate on a female if she had one or two kids. Maybe a younger me, and an older me, if she had 5 or 6 kids, it probably wouldn't be a problem because the kids are grown. They out of their
No,
Problem
they
for
not
me.
grown.
But no,
Yeah,
they gotta be
problem for
grown.
me.
They gotta be.
That's your
what-
standard then.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I just said when it comes to kids, I said a female with too many kids, but then I said maybe that was the younger me because a female could be
Right.
older with a lot of kids, and the kids are out of her life. I ain't gonna say out of her life, but not with her, so they're not an issue. You know what I mean?
But if they were in
then that would be a problem. It
then
would.
that's your
definitely be a
standard
problem
then.
for me.
Like,
I said,
no, you
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm not backtracking. I'm not
Well,
backtracking.
Robert B said what?
What?
Probably said what? Oh, I said yeah. Too many kids is a no for me.
Then that's your standard.
That's my
so y'all
standard.
keep saying I don't really got had no
Listen,
standards.
No,
listen.
but
I'm
that's
just
why.
open
that's
to
why-
anything.
No, not
That's-
me. Not me. Here's what
see,
I'm not gonna
Let's
do.
hear from you. Let's hear from you, brother.
What I'm not gonna do. You can miss me with the too many kids, the bad attitude, the unemployment, the smoking. It's a lot of things I'm gonna stand on business about, and I'm just not gonna do it. You call me what you want to. You could be fine as I don't know what, but you have a ugly disposition. I don't want to be bothered with you. You know what I'm saying? So my standards are pretty high.
Those are high standards.
I didn't tell you all of my standards. I just said some of the things I'm not.
'Cause I
I'm
think
not
that-
They
interested
will
in.
just say yes to you. She is a judger of standards.
No, I'm not. Cause
You are really a judger.
No,
of
I'm not.
standards.
Because I'm saying even with like smoking and stuff, when you say that, yeah, I would think that like you speaking from that's a health stance in my opinion. Like I don't want to be around somebody that smoke because first of all, I don't do it.
I
So-
don't do it right.
That wouldn't I would even if
Well,
you
I guess that would be another one too, because I don't want no cigarette
Yeah.
smokers either.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
like a
cigarette
cigarette
smoker.
here
Yeah,
what she say? Bad girl say she's puffing
She
on a
said she
cigarette.
like a
hand.
cigarette here and there. I that yeah, because honestly, for me, a female smoking a cigarette is kind of a turn off.
Definitely.
It's actually I'd rather see you smoke a joint of weed than smoke a cigarette.
I don't want to see you smoke nothing.
What's the difference? It's
Huh?
still is what's the difference?
Because I think a joint that might just be something here and there. A cigarette, most of the time,
Like
you're
I
gonna be
hate
doing
that.
that every day.
Not necessarily.
Can you
Well,
run to
I-
Can you run and pick up a
Just
pack
like
of
people
Newports
do.
for me before you come
I
over
don't
here?
like to see females smoking cigars. I think
Is
that's
that a thing for
manly.
you?
What,
Would
a
you-
cigar?
Are you okay with that?
Cause he do.
I mean, long as it's not an everyday type
he
of thing.
smokes
I don't know if
cigars,
it-
so he okay for a
She
cigar.
got one of them big Suge nice cigars in her mouth, puffing on.
That's so.
I mean,
unlike.
and then that might be tricky too, because if that's something you're doing before me, then that mean because that's kind of and I don't want to make it like a man's thing, but smoking cigars are kind of like a man's thing. So if you smoking, that means you're kind of like around a lot of men. So I don't know if that'll be. I would not
Now, do you
date.
see how these standards
I
jumping out here
I
now?
would not
Keep
date
talking.
you. No, I'm saying I would not date you because you smoking cigars, but I don't know if it will work.
That's yeah. Tricky
I
question.
don't know. It might just be a thing, something to do. But like far as getting in a real long term relationship, probably not.
Let's go
I
to
mean,
the
because
cigar
9 times out
lounge,
of 10,
honey.
you need to when you date somebody, you trying to get to know them, and over that 6-month period, you might say, okay, nah, that ain't gonna work, and it's just they say people in your life for seasons, and it might just be that 6-month season, and you kind of get to know them, and
But ain't gonna be no 6-month seasons for me. You got
I
puffing
still-
on Newports.
Yeah, I still
That's the
say
thing.
it's. I still
Yeah,
say it's
yeah.
kind of it's a tricky question only because I have different standards. Like when I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I don't want a smoker. I don't want someone that has a big old stomach. Like that type of stuff is not for me. However, I still feel like any people can change. So you can, if you're around the right person and you see or you expose to certain things that they are doing, oftentimes you can tend to move in that direction. So it's kind of like it put me on the fence because I just feel like people put in your life for a reason and a season, right? And sometimes if you just apply that and stand firm on that, I think that you can possibly
Work through.
miss out on your person.
But how you missing out though? If that's your standard, you really not missing out.
It's just it's kind of puts you on the fence because for me it puts you on the fence because it's still like it just have to be a certain scenario, and I think if you doing something that's positive and I'm not exposed to even like my attitude and stuff, he's a very calm, his demeanor is calm, right? Mm-hmm. However, when I'm rah, or that's not how he was. So I had to filter it down because that wasn't who he was. So even when having conversation, it didn't always mean going at it. You can agree, disagree, but not be going at each other's head. Right, but that wasn't what I was exposed to previously. So I was able to change my communication skills. I just feel like it's a little difficult because you can kind of miss out.
I understand that, but what is the guarantee though? Because there is no guarantee. You say, oh, you know what? He has this little flaw, but I can change that. What's the guarantee that that's gonna change? Or it's not.
It's not.
There's no guarantee. So what are you willing to put up with?
Give up.
Right. Yeah. You compromising your standards because you say, oh, you know what? That got potential. And I can work on that. And, all I need is 6 months. And then 10 years down the line, he's still doing the same thing. And now you frustrated and you ready to leave the relationship because of that. When you just wasted 10 years because you saw it in the very beginning.
And that's why I keep coming back to you, Lady T.
Keep coming back to me because this is love and living life.
Yeah,
ain't
but I'm coming. If you please just let me talk and shut the hell up for a second. That's why I keep coming back to you because you keep saying somebody possibly missing out, right? That's your key thing. When you had these standards, somebody keep possibly missing out. And every time you say possibly missing out, that's what I keep telling you about the white Caucasian that you might be missing out on.
Who are you looking at?
I'm talking about you. So that's what I'm saying. So at
all
the end of the day,
the people that you say,
that's just the chance you gotta take.
Let me be clear.
When you have standards, that's just the chance you gotta take.
Is nothing that a Caucasian male can do for me.
It's nothing.
You can't even compete. You can't even when I think of my brothers that's within my it's nothing that
and
we
that's
have
fine.
Nothing in the head.
Listen,
you can't even get a shape up.
Lady
like
T.
that don't even. It's nothing you could do for me.
But Lady T, that's
nothing.
That's fine. Just like the people you talking about possibly missing out on something.
I ain't missing out because God.
You said the people that's missing out.
You talk about other people possibly missing out. You keep talking about they might just be possibly missing out. They might let them people if that's something they gonna miss out on. That let them miss out on it. Just like you got these standards, the guy who can't get a damn shape up, you gonna miss out on. Let them miss out on it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If it's a chance you're gonna take when you have standards,
right.
That somebody, if this person is in your box and they not in your box, that's the chance you got to take because you not letting them come in your box.
I think that's more of a choice than standards.
Nah, it's the same.
No, I think standards.
Your choice, your standards change and can be broken. Your choices. No, if you standing on something, you standing on it. Because that's my choice.
And you
standard means stand on.
What I'm saying, it's the same thing. But what I'm saying,
it's the same thing.
Read the book.
What I'm saying,
it's the same thing.
What I'm saying to you, your choices don't change. Whatever you stand, whatever you gonna be on.
Choices do change.
No, I don't think
choices do change.
Standards gonna change, but your choice, if this is something that you do and you believe in, you're not gonna change. If you believe in
your standards,
if you believe in,
he was saying, I don't think having standards will make you miss out on anybody. I think if somebody is meant for you, they meant for you. It's nothing nobody or anyone can do. If that person was ordained or supposed to be in your life, then it's gonna happen. Having standards, I don't want people to feel like I need to compromise my standards because I'm a miss out on somebody. No, have your standards. Have your standards.
Have your standards.
I agree.
Well, for y'all that want that
So,
have these
for the,
high,
so MB, let me just say this, and I know they're gonna want to move on, but as they do, Tony B, she's a fact person, and I don't know with Bagger, she kind of support her, but based off of what I'm seeing here, it says they said choices and standards are the same,
yes.
right? So according to Google, it says no. Choices and standards are not the same thing. They represent two.
Mom ain't raised no fool.
let her read.
They represent two entirely different steps in decision-making process. Okay? So at the end of the day, no.
You can change choices.
So let me say this. This is I ain't here. If you want to zoom in,
That's just because you Googled it don't mean it's right.
Well, look at that
but
dictionary.
okay, so
But all I'm
so
saying
that
Nobody
downplays
said that
everything
they
else
were-
that we have
I don't
pulled up
think
their
that-
stats.
no. So what I said,
Or
he
facts.
said that you can't change choices. You can.
No,
you
no,
can.
no.
You can make a choice
Yeah,
and
change
decide
your
to
mind.
change it.
But you
We
told
all
him,
do it all day long.
But y'all told my husband that it's the same, and it's not. It's not. Standards and choices are two different things.
Well,
so
a
basically,
standard is what you. This is the. This is where. This is the line.
I'm choosing my
This is
standards.
right. This is what
my-
I'm gonna stand for. This is what I'm not gonna settle
But
for.
but
this
that-
is what I want. Choices is what you decide to do.
That's what
we
I'm
all
saying. You gonna
understand
stand-
that,
you gonna
right?
stand on it.
Nobody.
You gonna
right.
stand
So
on
you
it.
gonna either
Stand
stand
on
on
your
your
choice.
choices,
You gonna stand
or
on
you
your
gonna
choice.
change your mind.
Right.
You gonna stand on
right.
your choice.
but-
Whatever you decide to do, you gonna stand on your choice.
No,
You're
not
gonna switch
always.
that up.
Not always.
When it comes
you can
to-
make a decision to do something and then decide, you know what, that wasn't the right choice for me. I shouldn't have made that decision. I need to maneuver. I need to change.
Perfect example.
In some ways,
Perfect example, MB. You said you was just gonna hit that old lady.
listen,
now you
sir,
end up
why
marrying
you
her.
want to keep chiming in about me and
MB,
what I
you
got
say
going
you-
on for me?
MB, you say you was just gonna hit big jeans, and look at you now. 20 years later, still married.
And I made the choice to stay.
right.
That's
but
the
she
difference.
wasn't your standard.
I made the choice. Look, you just answered my question.
But no, but that's you. But you can change you can change your
You could.
choices just like you can change your standards. They,
Right.
you know,
Right.
Okay.
nothing is set in stone. You decide. Like
Okay.
you
Y'all
decide.
got
what
I
your
just
personal-
I just proved. I mean, what I'm
You
gonna
didn't
do.
prove
got
anything.
it.
Oh, I did.
No, you
Because
didn't.
both of y'all said that it was the same thing, and it's not.
No,
You,
I said
Tony
it.
B.
I said
Right?
it.
I mean, what she
LB.
said
I agree.
is right.
I
I
agree.
didn't say it, but I'm
I-
agreeing.
Choices
agree.
and standards are
Two
not
different
the
things.
same
Well, let's-
we
thing.
didn't say
Well, okay,
that
well,
they
let's
were
say
the
this.
Y'all did.
exact
Y'all
same
did.
thing.
Personal
did.
choices and standards
Y'all did.
are different from the choices and standards she reading about on Google.
And I'm gonna make a choice to wrap this up.
Thank you.
because
And don't change your mind on that.
That's her
It's
choice.
supposed to be stand on that. You stand on that.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Tony B.
Well, apparently y'all not standing on something.
right, right.
Jared.
So people out here, please, if you don't make any, and it's me and everybody can get in last if they want. I just feel like please don't feel like whatever you want out of your life partner. Have your standards. Don't make people feel like they too high. If that's what you want and that's the person you want, then
Absolutely.
set your standards and don't compromise. Me.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you to make sure you choose to like, subscribe, and share. Choose to do that.
and stand on it.
Yeah, and stand on it. Make that a standard.
And for me, I'm going to say be very mindful of your standards that you have in place because it can make you lose out on love.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Even if it's somebody with
Maybe.
no shape up.
If they cut their hair low enough, they can get a shape up.
Be mindful of that because you can miss out on your person. Okay, go, King.
Oh, you said it. You said it the best, man. Y'all gotta lower it sometimes. If you at 1,000, bring it down a little bit. You might gotta go to 999.
But who? And not because I don't want to
Sometimes
ask
you
this
gotta
question.
do
It's
it.
probably going to strike up something else. But who's the judge of? No, I think your standard is at 1,200. Maybe you need to come back down to 8. Like,
Those two.
Who
Those two.
I'm not judging. I'm
Those
talking
two.
to these people that's at
Those
1,000. The people that's at 1,000.
And
Come
what
down
I
to
would say to you,
999.
what I would say
That's
to
all
you,
I'm
family,
saying. That's it. That's
is,
all.
Like Tony B said, whatever your standards are, stand on them. Do not compromise. Don't belittle yourself. Don't lower yourself. Don't make yourself smaller just so you can
Fit in
have
somebody
somebody
else's
in
box.
your life, because that is not going to, at the end of the day, you're not going to be happy because you have lowered, you've dimmed your light and what your standards are. Stick with what you know. Go for what you want. And if it's meant to be, it will be.
That's why
Hello.
y'all ain't got nobody name.
Hello.
That's the perfect
Hello.
way to end.
That's
Unless
it
you
right
got
there.
something
And that's the reason why y'all ain't got nobody
Exactly.
name. Y'all don't want to take it down enough. That's why y'all ain't got nobody
And just
name.
know up here, everybody they done dealt with some stuff and they done lowered their standards a whole
Exactly.
lot.
And
Goddamn.
nobody has said that they haven't dealt with anything. I know we all have dealt with everything, dealt with things, but you cannot tell somebody that what you want in a person is too much.
Right.
Like,
You
no,
may
Bring it down a bit.
Bring it
And
down.
I'm gonna add one more thing.
Because we gotta go on
We gotta get out
that
of
note.
here.
On that note.
You know when
On that note,
That's why I hurry up and close.
Come on.
Even though we may have made some those decisions,
Absolutely.
that's why I can sit right here now and say, because I compromised on my standards,
absolutely.
I was messed up.
That's what we saying. Bring it down or not.
We did.
No, we did, and look where we was at.
so
But
so
they
ho
with
ho
that
ho.
jersey,
We
though.
we about to
With
go
that
to
jersey.
another. Hey,
Next
we about to
time.
start
To
something
the
else
next
over
time,
here.
people-
We
Cause
about
y'all
to.
gonna go
They
on
contradicting
and on and on
themselves.
and
So
on and
sit,
on.
so what they saying is since
it
they
out, Tony.
lower their standards, you know, they ain't happy.
I didn't
so
say
what
that.
are y'all
No,
saying?
you missed it. You
I
missed
didn't
it.
say
You
that.
missed it.
Yeah, you
Well, what
missed
did
it.
y'all
Nah,
say
what
then?
I'ma make
If
it
y'all
quick.
ain't lower,
I'ma make it quick for
brother,
the
hold,
lady.
brother,
I'ma
hold.
make it quick
If
for
they
the lady.
didn't lower their standards, they wouldn't be with y'all two
That's not
guys.
what I said.
Simple
That's
point
not-
blank.
that's
That
not-
problem, we gonna end
that's
it
not
like
what I
that.
said.
We gonna end this thing.
That's not
we
what I
gonna
said.
peace.
See,
We
y'all
got
ladies,
peace.
You lowered
You
your
missed it.
standards before. This your second merge. So
It's
you
all
had,
right.
you had some standards earlier on that you compromised on, and it didn't work out for you.
That's not true.
right.
That's not true.
Okay.
But
No.
really,
Oh,
that,
so
Wait,
that
wait,
was that was
wait,
your
wait.
bar.
because
We're gonna end it on this.
they didn't have certain
What we gonna end
standards
it
in
on?
place.
So-
We're gonna
And
end it on what the young ladies were saying is if they wouldn't have lowered their standards, they wouldn't have been in a past relationship.
Right,
When
right.
they did, when
But
they
y'all
lowered
ain't
their-
been in no past
we're not talking
relationship.
about-
So
No, well, we all been in
what's
past
going on?
No,
relationships.
y'all haven't.
We all, everybody has a past. At the end of the day, everybody has a past. Well, I'm not her first. She's not my first. She's gonna be my last, but I'm not her first. So we both. Have
But she
pasts.
lowered her standard to get that ride to
not-
school though.
Exactly. Then
Hey,
that
Tony
on
B.
that part.
Tony B.
Close this out.
Let's get it out of here, Tony B.
And on that note, family, let's end it. Let's end it. Thank you so
We're
much.
not gonna
Y'all
agree
been
on this.
good today.
Thank you.
Y'all been good. Peace.
Peace.